Hi friends, it's Sarah, the owner and maker behind Multifarious Nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a new viewer, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm glad you guys are here for another episode. Bear with me as I'm making a bunch of noise because I've got a bunch of stuff around me right now. But some fun stuff to talk about. I want to put my timer on so I keep track of everything here. Okay. First and foremost, I want to thank all of you that have purchased the Advent, shared the Advent, liked it. That is so helpful and it means so much to me. So I'm really excited for those of you that have purchased it. I hope you'll really enjoy it as well. I have officially sold half of the Advents, so if you are looking to snag one, I hope you're able to. We are definitely getting down to the wire on the amount available, but I'm really excited because I'm looking forward to working with them as well. So I haven't really spun these up per se. I've worked with some of these breeds before. Some of them are newer to me breeds, and they're all hand processed bats. So I'm really, really excited to see what you guys make with it as well. My one ask, so I will be shipping the pre-orders. So I'll be shipping the Advents in early November, and the one ask is if you do receive it before December 1st, which you will, but like way before, please, 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 if you decide to open it, because it's choose your own adventure. It's yours. You bought it. You can open it whenever you'd like, but it is designed to be opened the 1st of December and on. But you can then open it anytime after that. If you do open it before then, just please do not spoil the surprise for anybody. If you do post anything online, if you could put like spoiler or something in front of it, so that way, if somebody doesn't want to see it, you don't ruin the surprise for them. So that's my one ask. Just that way everybody gets to enjoy the surprises and the fun as they go through it. So really excited. I have a couple little bitty things that I still am waiting on that are special goodies that I'm adding that are my gift to you, the buyers. So there's a couple little goodies that are going to go in that Advent that are just a little thank you for you guys. And it's not included in the price. This is just something that I wanted to include. Okay. So got that out of the way. That's exciting and important. The shop update end of things. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so with that. Biggest thing was the reminder that they're shipping in November. They are pre-order, and it does say that on the listing, but I just want to make sure I reiterate that, so that way if you're waiting in anticipation, as I know we all are when we order wonderful fiber, I just want to make sure you guys know that. Okay. Now we'll get into my works in progress. I actually have a work in progress that I talked about last week. I did start it, and I made a mistake and had to rip half of it back. So I do have progress to show you guys, but yeah, not as far as I would have been. But I did work on my Weekender crew, so I'll talk about that first. This is using plutolopi from Istex and Old Mill Yarns lace weight. It's actually like, not even a lace weight, it's like, what do they call it, cobweb weight? That's what I would call it, cobweb. So I'm holding that double to make the base yarn for my Weekender crew. So I'm knitting it the wrong side facing out is how you knit it, which is awesome. So then it's stockinette versus purling, which many of us prefer. I don't actually mind doing purling because I do combination knitting. So I think it's Western style or Turkish style, where I basically twist my pearls. I do them so they're actually a little bit tighter. They use less yarn, but it does twist the stitch. So when I go back, like if I was doing this side and then I had to do like work back on the back side, the wrong side, this is the right side, but I would have to untwist my stitches. So that was very confusing. I understand. I'm not explaining it very well. But if you go on YouTube, you can just look up combination knitting, and especially if you're a continental knitter. So I started out English style with throwing and all that. And I wanted to knit faster just because I want to get to the end project faster. I love the process, but I also really want to wear the garments. I do wear the things that I knit, so yeah, I started doing combination knitting, and the purling goes so much faster if you do continental style. You don't have to drop the yarn. You don't. It's fabulous. So knitting in the round, I severely underestimated the length of the sweater. I do not know what I was thinking. I said I only had like an inch more to go. I do not. I have a lot more than that to do still. This is not a cropped sweater, which I love. It's a nice length sweater. So I still have probably a significant amount of knitting. This is on a size, is it 6? It's a 4 millimeter. I think that's a 6, yeah. Size 6 needle. These are knit picks. They're the square tip needles. I really enjoy these. If you're someone who likes to knit a lot, I find it to be quite comfortable to work with this and switch. They are wooden, but it's nice not always working with the metal needles and round needles all the time. I find that kind of hard on my hands sometimes, so that also helped. I was having hand pain when I was doing English style. So knitting continental is much kinder on my hands. I still have to stretch, but it's definitely kinder. Yeah, really enjoying it. You can see that there's a little more depth to the color because of that brown that I'm holding with it. And it's just beautiful. It's kind of a burnt orange color. Just love it. Excited for this sweater. I don't think I'm going to have it by the end of October, which would have been fun, but this would still be a beautiful sweater to wear in the fall or the winter time as well. So enjoying that one a lot. And I am also working on the Mystery MusiKal, Mystery MusiKal by Stephen West of West Knits. And amazing designer. If you guys have never done any of his shawls, I know they can be quite unique and very colorful, but they're very interestingly constructed, and the mystery knit-alongs, oh my goodness, they are involved. And I have to say, I am incredibly impressed with the skill of this designer, because to do all the layers he does for his patterns, like, he really makes an extremely fair price for a very involved pattern. Not saying all knitting patterns aren't pretty involved, but his construction techniques are very fascinating and quite unique. And anyway, this will be a little bit of a spoiler, so if you... Actually, probably not. I'm behind, so it probably won't be a spoiler at this point. I'm still working on clue number 1. We are now on clue number 3 as of today. So I think we're okay. I don't think I'm like ruining this for anybody. If I somehow do, then I'm sorry, but I can't imagine, because I'm like extremely behind. I just started the second, what do you want to call it? Second, well, scallop. It's a scallop. Okay. This is going to look a little confusing because there's 2 different needles involved. I have 2 cable needles. I have 4 different colors going on. So there's a lot going on. I'm going to try my very best to show this to you guys and not have it be super confusing. So I actually finished the second scallop. So here's the first one. I actually finished the second one. However, I screwed up the last row. Literally, isn't that sad? I finished the second scallop and I realized I had way too many. Like, not just 1 or 2 extra stitches. I had like about half of the scallop still left. And I'm like, ooh, that's not good. Actually, more than half. It was like 3/4 of the scallop. So I couldn't even try to make that work if I wanted to. So I did. I looked, and it took me a good hour. This might be silly for me to admit this, but I'm going to. Just so that if this happened to you, you'll understand and you'll relate. It took me a good hour and a half to decipher what I did wrong. I looked through everything because I thought I had screwed up on the second scallop, like midway. No, I did not. I screwed up on this, the last row of the first scallop. So I literally had to undo the entire second scallop, and now I am like just kind of, I'd say, a third of the way through it, because there's always 3 welts, at least so far. I do know how this goes, so I do have a few more scallops to do. I do enjoy it. And there's a lot of fun colors. So one of the colors you can't really see very well in this scallop from the right side. The dark purple solid color is my Nightshade colorway. The in-between, which you cannot see terribly well, but where there's like a cream color with some purple, navies, speckles, that is my, it's all a bunch of Hocus Pocus. And then this, the welts, are nice and fuzzy because I'm doing the Mohair Dare, but I'm using alpaca. And this is my Hunter's Moon colorway. And then on the back side, that's where you can see the other colorway that will be shining further in the pattern. But this is my Autumn Kiss colorway, which is super vibrant. It is gorgeous, kind of almost coral esque with some deep burgundy and purple speckling. So it really does go nicely with these other colors, but it also is very vibrant and stands out. And so it gives it a nice color pop, and it's a good contrast. So really excited about it. I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun to see all the projects that everybody's doing. And of course, I am using the fun Stitching the High Notes bag that I have. It's very autumnal, and it's made me excited. I gotta have a sip of my coffee. Don't worry, it's decaf. However, it does still have a little caffeine in it. Okay. Hope you have something cozy or cool to sip on. Anyway, loving that pattern. It's quite complicated. It's not, I shouldn't say that. I say it's complicated. It's not complicated. It's just very detailed. So, if you fly through your pattern and you don't pay attention to those little itty bitty things, like instead of doing one yarn over, you do a yarn over between every single stitch, all of a sudden you've just like doubled your stitches. Ask me how I know. Yes. So if you're working on the Mystery MusiKal, definitely comment below. I'd love to hear about it. If you do have a link to your page, I don't know, I think you could, I don't know if you can copy and paste your link into a comment. It might just be like something I could copy and paste. But yeah, if you want to share that, I'd love to check out your Ravelry project, because I love seeing all of the very unique combinations that everybody's doing. It's a lot of fun. Some are doing lots of high contrast. Some are doing a lot more neutral subtles, colorways. It's just fun. I love it. It's like painting with yarn. And Stephen West is like the best when it comes to color and playing with it. Yes, some of his patterns to me can be almost jarring, but I mean that in the best way, is that he just pushes the envelope and loves playing with color. And I just love his patterns. I'm very much a fan. I haven't done a lot of them, but I think I've done at least one, if not two, but I think only one other. So this will be either my first, it'll either be my second or my third Stephen West shawl, I think. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. Definitely recommend it. The first clue is 16 pages long. So the last couple of clues have been a little bit less, which is good, because I'm like, how long is this pattern going to be? Is it going to be a book? I mean, it is. It really is like a book. I tell you what. Okay. So that is, yeah, the Mystery MusiKal. Oh, I feel like I'm out of breath. My goodness. Okay. Before I get into my life update end of things, I do want to talk about a fun little thing that I signed up for a couple months ago. So the way this works, it's for Fossil Fiberworks. So if you're familiar with them, out of Michigan. I love to support my local people. She's not local to me, but out of the state. And she's doing a deal where, well, it's like a club. It's a club. And you can buy either like a month or 3 months, but it's like every other month. So in other words, I bought this like almost 2 months ago. I think it was almost 2 months ago, because I bought it at the end of a month that you did get a package. Then it skipped a month, and then this month, so October. So this is October's. It's the tea, the Fiber Date Tea Club. I don't know what you call that. So if you're part of it and you haven't opened your package, I do want to let you know that this will be a spoiler. However, I know she posted about it, so I'm going to guess everybody got their package. The one bummer is that my package got busted into. This is no fault to that person. It's our mail courier somewhere along the line. The USPS busted my package, which the good news is I have all the contents, which is miraculous, because I mean, it was like almost completely open on one end, and I'm like, how did that all stay together? Like I'm really dumbfounded, because I feel like the Postal Service should have just taped it, like just take one piece of tape and just tape it over the top. I do not know how that happened, but I'm incredibly grateful that I got it all. So again, this is the Fossil Fiberworks. It's fossilfiberworks.com, and here is her card. Let's see that. Oh, Fossil Fiberworks. I do not know if that's going to focus. There we go. And it contains 2 ounces, and hilarious, it says unknown of unknown materials, Texel wool and Shetland lamb's wool. And then there's some little mix-ins as well. So here is the main event. Now, these are washed, but they aren't picked. So, like, I have to do that. And carded. They're not carded. So I have to either card or comb, whatever that is. The primary is the Texel. So it's white. And then she dyed some of it. So there's a beautiful blue or green, blue, and then there's this pink, which actually almost looks a little bit lilac in areas. That's really interesting. But it's super pretty. Now the pink is Shetland. So that's the Shetland lamb fleece. So it's very pretty. It's pastel-y. So I'm going to have to process that in a way that it doesn't just become muddied. I want to keep some of that coloring. Okay, so some of the mix-ins. This one's fun. She did let us know we should cut it, which I can see why, because if you have a drum carder, this would get so tangled. But it's really fun. They're from a, what do you want to call it? A quilting shop. And it's just like little bits of fiber. And so she gave you more than enough that you don't have to use it all in one project, but it would be fun to put in one. So we'll see. I might only do like half of it. So I've got the thread, it's thread waist is what that's called. And then she also included Erie silk and rose fiber. You guys, this rose fiber, holy cow. So one, I've never worked with it. She's notorious for having some pretty unique blend-ins. That's blend-ins. I guess they're blend-ins. She's notoriously known for it. And so that's part of what intrigued me about this. I love tea. I love tea blends, and so the idea of the coloring and everything. So this was inspired by vintage teacups. That's why that colors are kind of pastel-y and everything. But this is beautiful. I do not know if I can even remotely capture the sheen on this, but it is gorgeous. It's rose fiber. It's incredibly soft, fascinating, super soft. And then the other one is the Erie silk, which is really pretty. Adds some warmth, which looks like kind of rose gold. And so that'll add a really nice dimension as well. I'm going to look away because I'm trying not to, I want you to be able to focus on it. So another beautiful shine element. So definitely want to add that to it as well. And that'll be just really fun. And so that is for the month of October. And then I will be getting not November, but December. And then not January, but February. So very excited about that. Just a fun little adventure. And they come every other month. So it's plenty of time. I say it's plenty of time. I'm going to talk about this a little in my life update. But it's plenty of time to get it done. She says, surrounded by wool. You guys cannot see the disaster that's going on right now, but just know my wool room is a mess. So I guess this is a perfect segue into life update. Life update. We got the sheep hoofs trimmed. Thank goodness that was involved. They are sneaky little buggers. We bribed them with pumpkins, and that helped, so that worked. But life has just been really busy, and I hate saying that. I think I said that last week too. I don't like saying that. This week, I got pretty overwhelmed with just like everything going on, and I sat down with my calendar, my Google Calendar, and I started actually time management in my life. So I usually don't do that. Usually I'll put reminders for things on my calendar, but actually for today in particular, I actually time blocked my day after I would get home from work. And it was a little overwhelming. I did it to make sure I would get certain things done, because it's some of these silly little things that I just kind of keep forgetting about. Case in point, my tires are low. The air pressure light, the low pressure light went on a week ago, you guys. And I keep forgetting. I come home with the intention to fill them up, and then I get into something and I totally forget about it until I get in my car the next morning going to work and see that they're on. And I can't fill them up at that point because I have to go to work. So it becomes this vicious cycle. Anyway, the long and short of it is that life has just been a little nuts right now. And I'm grateful that there are certain things like Advent and everything, I'm getting that out and done. Super excited about that. And I just want to do so many things right now, creatively. It's overwhelming. I have some bats, basically in the process. They're separated and ready to be carded. But until I get all the Advent end of things packed up, I'm only slightly working on the bats because I want to make sure. I'm still waiting on a few things for Advent, so I can't really fully finish them yet. But yeah, it's just there's all these little projects that I want to do, and it's crazy. Life is crazy, and I feel like that's a lot of us are feeling that right now. There's just so much going on, and so many people are doing this hustle end of things, trying, which I love. Do not get me wrong. Multifarious nature, I love. It is a passion project. I mean, it has to be. To do some of the washing of fleeces that I do and the process that I do, it's you have to love it. You really have to love it, because it stinks so bad. But the aftermath doesn't. It's just in the thick of it, it's gross. And then when you pick the wool, you get debris everywhere. There are certain fleeces that I will wear a face mask for because it's just so much debris. I don't want to be breathing that in. So anyway. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys this. So, one, we're going to go apple picking. That's kind of life update end of things. This weekend, we're going to go apple picking, which is super exciting. Hopefully, we will not get rained on. However, if we do get rained on, hopefully it doesn't thunderstorm, because then I think they close if that happens. It's just without fail, it's either extremely hot when we go apple picking or it's raining. That's kind of our usual. There's not really an in-between. You either are sweating to death or you're soaking wet because it's raining. Either way, you're wet. You're damp. But it's exciting, and it will be really nice. My brother is now more in the area, and so we get to actually celebrate his birthday with him, which is super exciting. We haven't been able to celebrate his birthday with him in a very long time. I don't want to think about how long, but a very long time. And it means a lot to be able to do that and spend time with them and spend time with the family. So we'll be doing a special birthday dinner for him this weekend too. So that's the thing right now. Pretty much every weekend we have been doing something. Either we are, some plans to do something somewhere with people, or we're volunteering to help people. It's a lot. It's important. It's all important things, and they're all things we're glad we're doing or have done. It's a little exhausting, because you have to make sure that even when you're helping other people and everything, you have to make sure that you're also taking care of like yourself and your dwelling. We've been very blessed with a beautiful home and a wonderful location, wonderful animals, and a massive garden. And it's a lot of work. And if we're not taking care of it because we're not home, it's hard. But we'll get there. There will be a time when we'll be home and we can relax. I know. But it's just, I'm exhausted. I haven't slept well all week either. So if you see like big bags under my eyes, that's why I'm exhausted. Hence the decaf. Even though it's decaf, it's good stuff. It still gives me a boost. So I am in my element right now. I smell wool. I smell coffee. That combination is magic in my heart and in my mind. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Again, if you wanted to snag one of the Advents, I hope you're able to. Again, we're down to the wire on those. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and have a wonderful rest of your week. And I hope you have some beautiful weather by you. It is gorgeous today. We're 70, I think almost 70, might be 68 degrees Fahrenheit. It's sunny. It's beautiful. It's fall. The colors are really starting to come. And I almost forgot to tell you, more life update. See, I'm so tired. We have internet. We had internet. But we have wired in high-speed internet now. They dug a wire through the ground, and we now are connected. So we're no longer limited to how much data we can use, which is huge. So I really would like to get into uploading more video content. I say that as I just told you I'm extremely busy. but if I can get better about it, I definitely have now the capacity digitally to do that. So that's huge. That's really huge. So I'm really excited about it, and the possibilities that offers and brings. And I'm really pumped. So I'd love to do more like live Instagrams and things like that. I don't know. I forgot how to do that. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye.